I see you white girl.
Things we want to do before we kick the bucket. 1. I want to drive on the Autobahn. Buy the first ticket I can get out to Germany. Rent a really fast car. And I know absolutely nothing about, but that sounds cool, like a Lamborghini.
Or a Maserati.
And drive as fast as I can, roll the windows all the way down until it feels like my skin is being ripped straight off my bones, and with all the wind and all the other cars passing by, I'll barely be able to make out the Led Zeppelin blasting in the background, because, you know, good old classic rock and roll is the only thing worth listening to when you're going 180 down an open road, and I'll just drive, I'll go anywhere, so that the floor and take me away.
2. Find Angelina Jolie and kiss her. Just to make sure her lips are red.
Man, Nicki Minaj and tell her that playing dress up is fucking lame.
And take Miss hand for hooking up with Jada. 3. I want to spend a week in Vegas. Get married in this drive-thru, stay up 3 days straight, and pass out on some strippers' boobs. I want to do all the things that's supposed to stay in Vegas, but come home and blog about it.
4. I want to go scuba diving. Not anywhere specific, really. I just want to know what it looks like underneath the surface. I mean, I want to know what it's like beyond the waves, break through the push and pull, feel the stillness of the ocean that only comes from diving deeper. And when the sun finally sets, I want to swim in moonlight, become part of the abyss, lose myself infinite, and wake up on a new shore. But I never had the privilege of knowing until I let the salt scrape the past from beneath my nails. Something I've been keeping a grasp on way too tightly.
5.
Weird.
I want to explore an active volcano. Dance around its rim to the beat of its pulse until it dances back. I'll even throw in a penny and make a wish. And dare to spit my prayers into the face of Hermes, and they're not supposed to shoot the messenger. But maybe then I will take me serious when I tell them I'm not afraid anymore. 6. Take a trip into space via NASA, because maybe if I could touch the stars, all of my wishes will come true. I want to find out how far it can never be possible. It feels like to become completely detached from the roles that I felt on Earth, play Pac-Man through Orion's belt, flirt with galaxies no one has thought to name yet, become floated with divine gravity, fall asleep on the moon, floating. And the beauty of absolutely nothing. 7. I want to learn how to play the guitar. Well. 8. Take a look into your past to get a clue about your future. So I want to go to Africa to find out what heaven looks like. Rebuild a Sphinx to get a better idea about God, and talk with kings and queens so I'll be able to recognize an angel when I see one. And when I see one, I hope she looks like my mother. I hope she speaks Spanish instead of English, and that they are black, wearing green, yellow, and red instead of white. Before I die, I'm going to make it to Africa and finally experience heaven on earth. 9. Rewrite King side her dream. Give my people another chance to believe again. Make words spread like wildfire, catching phrases in mouths that only held doubt. Show them that their souls were made stronger than the metal cup that keeps forcing black men back into slavery. Show them that with our war and abuse that take the flag with the faces of a movement that brought us to where we are today. Take red, white, and blue out of their pupils. Show them that standing on street corners will never be as profitable as earning your college degree. I have a dream. The heart power of a passion that will take the sunset, give light to the waves of the ocean. Let them know that as long as gun barrels stare into the birthplace of their brothers and call out anger, we all admire they are down. And feed into stereotypes that continue to keep us down. Dreaming that I can force education, perseverance, and strong will inside of us a wings. Push it through their veins and show the world that being black stands for something other than the energy they portray. I want to visit the plains of Shinar, where it says that the Tower of Babel was built. Imagine the ground rising up to meet God, knowing it's the closest I'll ever come to getting some answers. And maybe, when I get there, I'll be able to speak a little more clear, because it's the only place I'll ever be able to understand him. Feel the words melt on the air and rise up to meet the sky. I feel so far from home already, and the space between him and I is just too much to handle anymore. See, I've been looking for answers, and maybe if I can get back to the
the land of consenting tongues, they might have something to tell me about being one, about getting lost in a translation of all the things I wanted to ask. We just weren't speaking the same language.
11. Write a chapbook. Sell 200 copies. Be sure to New Rican Cafe in New York because that means I've made it. Become a respected poet. So respected that younger people aspire to be just like me. So inspiring that people try to copy my style, stand up at open mics and try to sound like me. Breaking pavement with my words. I want to be that poet that's constantly looked up on YouTube or slams at all the big competitions and places number one. I want to retire and know that I was the best in my prime. 12. I write a letter to my ex, telling her I'm sorry I couldn't be the girlfriend I convinced you that I could be. And I know it's too little too late, and I'm a day later and $1 short, but for what it's worth, I loved you the best way I knew how. I only knew abstractions and metaphors and things open for interpretation, but you needed concrete evidence that it was worth it. You kept trying to tell me that figures of speech don't fill voids and that love shouldn't be open for discussion, but I wasn't able to fit inside your narrow expectations. I'm sorry I treated you like my poetry. 13. Fall in love.
Fall so hard, I scrape my hands and break my nose.
So hard that it feels like my heart flew through the windshield of my car and was revived with a kiss. I want to spend my last day on earth staring so deep into your eyes that I don't even know if the world around me is crumbling. Before the world ends,
I want a love that makes me unafraid to let go of this cliff of nervous possibilities.
I want to use the last ounce of my strength, kissing you so hard that the smoke I'm inhaling tastes like your lip gloss. Live inside of a picture frame of something that would never be considered perfect, but was perfect just for us. I want to find a love
that dials up your number and is able to hit the call button.
And if we never make it till tomorrow, I hope my I love you get resurrected into trees and clouds and water and new life forms so our love can live forever. Find that somehow my fingerprints were just rolled next to anonymous you, your name written like the hieroglyphs inside of the pyramid.
I want a love like not picking the penny up off the ground because I've already got you, so how much luckier can I get? I want to type of love you write poetry about. You can be the reason I know poems to be etched into my poems. I want to find a love that scratches our names inside of our heart into a tree and then goes back to visit the same tree every year. A love as beautiful as fall. Something that makes us remember the reason why God allows us to breathe. I will use my last day loving you until we become forever.